Alright, we are live. It's week 3, game number 2. The 2021 NFL season. It is featuring the Houston Texans going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's go. Let's see our live preview.
We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 7 yards to pick up the pitch and catch.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catches, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for second in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to go to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll give it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception, first down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. Those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. 49
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, the tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slam. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now, everyone gets locked in. It jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they'll look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Then to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards in the first down completion.
As we thought, the opening drive here, they're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, They might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch run there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover it before he gets going.
This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the record. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Angelo Blackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But they'll take the start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and we're bring up 4th down. No gain on the play.
They don't let the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off. They will rally to the football and make the play.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-7 lead. Texans nothing. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now comes 2-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll buy some time running. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson dancing to his left. He can, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. The points reset. We'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. Gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get it down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another first down.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoyed the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down to punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way on.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Watson eluding the pressure right. They'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding Fells complete. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really throwing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Texans.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 38 yards. And the Texans have cut it to a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy there at the 24. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
There's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster. He's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Well, you get a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
Certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage right that run after catch.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now they gone. It's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in the first down. 6-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw again, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 7 yards to pick up there.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team and exposed among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in his Pittsburgh offense.
To the right side of Eric Ebron. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on down to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Texans 7.
So a cap with a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran, Big Ben. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10. After running
Here comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with the guys. We're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chris Warner able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me that he was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. But on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Cunningham there defensively to make that play.
Receiver coaches preach their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. There's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the front, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on it so they can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And fighting down inside the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Not much there, only a yard.
To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session, while maybe a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Waiting for the gun. Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get settled in, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Ryan Ager now, as he's on to punt for Houston. Officially, that will go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Hey, possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, Guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That would have been a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. A beautiful yard.
You know, it's not just from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stepped it up and stopped the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind down some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And we go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
A good reason quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So that 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it to 26.
First and 10 at their own 26.
Houston set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field with this run.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there might be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the run, it was time to make a break for it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. At that point, they wound up losing yardage.
So they had a big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a third and about 13. You get the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard so short.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. It's hard to believe that he's on his 14th in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Brandon, if I see an I'm up, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'll change it to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the later defensive backs and try to push it across the end zone that way.
Line of scrimmage again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And that'll be incomplete.
Watson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Kareth White on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped to the 23-yard line. They're on 23, and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just needle this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with counter again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to counter. The Texans going to sit for their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd? I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no linkage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, one of the best receivers, running a quick slant or something like that. And he's got the first up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Brandon, this time the lead, the momentum certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down. Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. yards on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? For those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Right. There you have it. The Steelers are 21-14 over the Texans. Got in the stream. We'll be back Monday with another live stream. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on Monday. And hit that like button. Have a great day, night, and enjoy week 5 of the NFL.